Nagabenta ki khubor ba man kasni pet but subscribe ya u an Kublai phi baro kini kilong ki khubor bam takasni Myntri Rangbah ka jilla u konrat ki sangma ula pensa nami ka jubab jung sembut Myntri Rangbah bas nyau bhalangdar halor ka Shillong Smart City Mission Sangma ula pediang ye ki jingkali jung MLA ka nongkram ba Arden melabasayo mon ubala kedo bagi thong jung mission kum ka jing sumar ka puli puthi ka jing shong shngan bar ka jing penne maryang kila sha weng da ka jing perkhat bante ye ki complex Myntri Rangbah uloong baga Smart City Mission kadai ka jingpin kala ka bakantup ya ka infrastructure ki public amenities ka jingpin bha ya ka jingyat patba urban mobility bar ka jingpin ne ya ka maryang haringkat berki kam komersi uloong ru ba ki kompleks ki dei ka rukom ban pinmi jingmentoi pisa kabala ban pelut pat shaki kam patba kum ka jingpin bha jing sumar puli puthi berki skim ba mi kam Wal ada kapau baka sorkar ka kampane jingmut haki kompleks komersi, henrei ka jingtmu ba shisha ka long ban penbai ka jing imgi pait ba, ka jingmentoi pisa ka blayo na kini kikam, la ban penmi pat shu iki kam roi kapar ong usang ma haying dorbar. Myntri Rangbah ula pentip ru bagi projek kum ki smart roads ki open air gym ki madan nilai kai berki rukom trade ka teknologi temai kila dep ya ka benta ka babun berki weipat kidang penkun. Ula pen scam baka sorkar kan yai persyang ban penyat jengkat ka roi komersi ber ka roi pait ba hapo ka mission.
Yes, sir. Barden, you still have some couple of questions,
Yes, sir.
supplementary questions left.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I know from the Honorable Minister the process of allotment of these stalls in Polo Complex?
Mr. Ambassador, we are on the process of finalization, so only then I'll be able to inform on what system of process of allotment. So we are in the process of finalizing system now.
I think the reply is
Mostly is through tendering only, but since the process is still under process, so maybe not appropriate for me to tell exactly what is what.
I'll just add some. So I'd like to supplement Honorable Deputy CM's reply. Sir, just for the knowledge of the House, we had gone for a tendering process where we had worked towards actually tendering out the entire building so that we would have just one tenant, then that a particular person could then reallot it to others. But we did not get any bidders at that point in time. And therefore we had to then now work out the entire process of seeing now how can we make it maybe more practical and more feasible. So therefore now, as Honorable Deputy CM has been mentioning, that we are now trying to work out on what could be the best way. Should we go floor wise? Should we go shop wise tendering? Because there are pros and cons to all of that. So very soon, as mentioned, we will be finalizing that and it should be done. But we have been working on this. We have tried it once. We tried to do the whole building so that we don't have to go through the whole process of allotting, or tendering every shop. But now, as I said, we did not get response at that point in time from anybody. There was not a single bidder. So we are hopeful now that once we break it down, maybe we should get response. But I think in a nutshell, sir, this will be done on a purely tendering process. It's a commercial property. We as a government would want to see that we get maximum revenue out of it. So it will be done in a proper commercial and a tendering process.
So,
The last question, please.
so in that case, does the government not contradicting the aim and objective of the mission? When the aim and objective of the mission is to address the aim at providing, enhancing the quality of life. So that complex would have been a blessing to many unemployed youths. So why the government is not taking the responsibility to deal directly with those youths instead of outsourcing the entire complex?
Sir, enhancing the quality of life is the general purpose, and you can use those words in any context that you would want. But in the larger context of things, a smart city is supposed to improve the overall facilities by the use of better technology, by the use of having better infrastructure, and that is what the context of improving the overall life is indicating towards. Sir, as a government, obviously, there are pros and cons to whatever we do. Now, if we were to select individuals, then there would be a counter argument to say that why isn't government doing it in a tendering process and why is government losing out revenue? If you don't do it in that way, then the counter or other argument comes in. So therefore, sir, in a process where we are looking at a large investments that's been made by the central government and the state government, we have to look at the commercial aspect of things and look at how we can maximize the overall revenue. And sir, this was the only project that we were doing for the employment and the livelihood of the youth. Then I would agree that yes, we need to look at this and look at how we can support. But there are multiple projects, sir. Multiple avenues for employment creation are being done. But this project being a project which is commercial in nature, a project which has been funded by the central government and state government, we are also bound to look at the commercial aspects of things and see how we can generate maximum revenue out of this. And hopefully, sir, when we get revenue out of this, that revenue then can be further invested in other forms of livelihood, sir. So there will always be pros and cons. There will always be plus and minus. We could always argue it from one point of or the other point of view. But as I said, this being a commercial project, this being in a location where procedure is to go for a tendering process so that we can raise maximum revenue out of this project. And for livelihood creation, as I said, sir, multiple projects are happening in different parts of the state and multiple programs are being run by different departments, sir.